Hi, you're watching One India with me. I'm Dipavali Hazra, and with me is Anubhuti Gaur. And today we are going to talk about the phenomenon that Prashant Kishore has become. Now, we heard of him first when he did the poll campaigning for the then Gujarat Chief Minister and now Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And gradually, with every subsequent election that he has been the strategist for, he's become like a household name, and everybody thinks that Prashant Kishore has this winning touch that helps him or the party that he is backing win an election. So as of today, what has happened is Prashant Kishore, remember, he was a poll strategist. Now he's turned into a politician and he had joined the JDU as its vice president. Then there was a bitter fallout between him and party chief Nitish Kumar. We know about all that. All that has happened. There was a bitter war of words over the citizenship laws, the NRC, etc. And then he was expelled from the party. As of today, he's launched a campaign called Baat Bihar Ki, where he's appealing to the youth and asking them if the Nitish model is working as far as Bihar is concerned.
Or if they want to change in the leadership of Bihar.
Right. And Bihar, remember, is going for a crucial election later this year. It's a very fraught election with the JDU and the BJP alliance on one side and the RJD and the Congress on the other side. So what we are discussing today is whether Prashant Kishore can be a third front, whether his exit from the JDU is actually going to cost that party, or, what is Prashant Kishore's game plan? What is his game plan going from here? And whether Prashant Kishore's exit from the JDU might be a loss for the party. So Anubhuti will analyze that for us.
Yeah. So, well, if you see that at this point, one of the reasons why everybody is talking about Prashant Kishore is not Bihar, but is Delhi. That in the Delhi elections, Arvind Kejriwal, Aam Aadmi Party has had a thumping majority, a thumping win, a clean sweep. And who was the poll strategist for Delhi elections? It was Prashant Kishore. So obviously at this juncture, we see that Prashant Kishore is one person who knows how to win an election. Now if we see his track record, in every election, just apart from the UP elections, he has led the leader to win that particular election, be it the West Bengal by-polls in 2019, be it Jagan Mohan Reddy, he also won.
Yes.
So as we've seen that so far, he's been one reason why political parties have won. Also, we see that one of the reasons why it holds prominence at this point is that Bihar elections are just around the corner. They will be held towards the end of the year. So at this point, he was the JDU vice president. He was the person who was in and out with the party, who was kind of very close to Nitish Kumar. But what is important is that how will his exit impact the party? As we know that, of course, he was a person who was an outsider. Then he just quickly rose to the ladder and he became the vice president.
Rather, he was installed and elevated as the vice president. He wasn't really there in the party to begin with.
But as we see that right now, the kind of campaign as he started with Baat Bihar Ki, how he's attacking Nitish Kumar. Now, till now, there was nobody able to attack Nitish Kumar in such a manner, because as we see, Lalu is already in jail. We see that RJD is not that relevant right now.
Yes.
Congress is not that relevant. It is the BJP and the JDU. But as we see that in the other state elections, how BJP has been facing dropping one after the other.
Yes.
In the Bihar elections, what is something which will work in BJP's favor is the fact that they have a chief ministerial face.
Right.
Now that is Mr. Nitish Kumar. So now the problem here is that if the kind of campaign that he started, how he is connecting with the youth. Now Prashant Kishore is one person who's always connected with the youth, because he himself is quite young. So as and at the same time, he is not attacking Nitish Kumar directly. He's questioning his work.
Yes.
Now that is something which had worked for the Arvind Kejriwal government. That Arvind Kejriwal government came back to power only on the basis of the development work. So here again, if Nitish Kumar wants to come back to power, he will also want to tell the people of Bihar that, see, I have worked for you, and that is the reason why you should vote for me. But at the same time, there's a leader who was a vice president of JDU, who has worked closely with the chief minister of that state, and he belongs to Bihar only. So he knows the issues that the state faces.
Right.
So now, he is not a loss to the party, but given the fact that the elections are they will be held around October this year,
right.
it is kind of a loss in the manner that he could attack the party and damage the party's reputation.
Absolutely. So what Prashant Kishore essentially can do, although he's not a face, he's not a politician, he's saying he won't launch his own political party. He's saying he won't join another political party, or the offers are plenty. We understand RJD has already given him an open offer to join the party and lead it to victory, perhaps, or resurgence in Bihar. But Prashant Kishore is not doing all that. The role he can play in, as far as Bihar is concerned, is perhaps dent Nitish's image or dent the votes the JDU might get by attacking JDU's work and Nitish Kumar's work.
And also, as we see that in every state election, now obviously BJP is going to fight these elections with the JDU.
Yes.
Now in every state elections, what we've seen so far is the fact that BJP only talks about the national issues. Now here in Bihar, if BJP once again, now what the kind of drubbing that they've seen already in the Delhi elections, how they've only talked about the national issues, they talked about the CA, they talked about the NRC, they've talked about the Ram Mandir. Now if they again talk about the same issues in Bihar, then there is a chance that once again, there could be a setback.
Absolutely. So Prashant Kishore may or may not have an election winning streak. I mean, he has one, as evidenced by a slew of victories, but then there was that one UP election in which SP and Congress alliance partners, they were alliance partners and they lost that election. So the question is, we have analyzed what Prashant Kishore's role can be as far as Bihar is concerned, but the question also is, whether Prashant Kishore works some magic or he manages to choose the winning side all the time.
And also, if you look at the fact that, okay, we understand that even in the Bihar elections, that Nitish Kumar could focus only on the development side of his work. But on the other hand, Prashant Kishore has also questioned his ideological stand.
Yes.
He's asked him to choose today between Gandhi and Godse, which is relevant because he's saying that you cannot support both.
Absolutely.
So kind of he's attacking the BJP. So what Prashant Kishore is going to do is, also we need to understand here is that even if he doesn't attack Nitish Kumar directly, he doesn't attack the JDU, he will keep on attacking the BJP. But that is one thing which will, because BJP is an alliance partner of the JDU, so if the Bihar voter is going to vote, they will know that BJP will be in alliance with the JDU. So then kind of, he's not directly maybe damaging JDU, but kind of attacking BJP and kind of damaging the poll prospects.
Although over here I would like to cite that Prashant Kishore has worked across all the parties, although usually when he's been at the helm, at least if we look at the BJP, the focus has been on the development agenda, be it in Gujarat when he worked for the then Chief Minister Narendra Modi, then his prime ministerial campaign in 2014, then for Amarinder Singh, then for Jagan Mohan Reddy, and in fact even now the DMK has solicited the IPAC for its Tamil Nadu assembly elections later. So that is the Prashant Kishore magic that we will be keeping our eyes on, and let's see what happens in Bihar and how he progresses, what his career trajectory from now on will be. We'll leave it there for now.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for watching.